good afternoon, and thank you for joining us once again for our Live at Lunch live broadcast to Facebook and to YouTube. We want to thank you for joining us as this is our fourth installment in four series of introducing you to our walk chairs in various cities. We're doing virtual walks across the state of Georgia, and in each city we are doing a prize incentive pickup. And our walk chairs have been instrumental to everything that we've done in the planning of these events. We brought together this committee, and we added somebody new to the committee this year. We added Karen Jordan, who is on the screen with me right now, and she has been so strategic in helping us in the planning and execution. And one of her ideas was to do Live at Lunch and to let you guys get to know who our walk chairs are. You guys get to know the outcomes. You come to our events and you get to see all the hard work that they put into it. But let's get to know who these walk chairs really are. So today we've got Dr. LaToya Doby-Holmes, who is an administrator with the Richmond County School System in Augusta. And we're going to be going over to Augusta this weekend. So we're on the road again. We're heading to Augusta on Saturday, and then we'll be in Atlanta for the prize pickup at our office on Sunday afternoon. This has been quite a season. As usual, we are so grateful to our walkers, donors, volunteers, sponsors, the logistics committee, walk chairs, everybody who came together to make this possible in a virtual environment. We did it. We did it. We are raising funds and we're raising awareness. And I'm really looking forward to this event on Saturday. And then when we come back to Atlanta on Sunday. So without further ado, I would like to introduce the extraordinary Karen Jordan. Karen is with 50 Shades of Awesome. And I'd like you to tell a little bit about what you do with 50 Shades of Awesome.
Absolutely. 50 Shades of Awesome came into existence in 2013, just after the very unfortunate passing of our dear friend, Lisa Singaphone. She lived with lupus and really had an aspiration to do the walk one year. And unfortunately, she was lost to lupus before she ever had a chance. So friends and family came together and did the walk in her honor. And the team was named 50 Shades of Awesome. And every year since then, we have walked. We have definitely met many, many lupus warriors along the way. I've discovered even family members that are living with lupus. And I had no idea how cruel and very unique an individual's experience is with lupus. The family and friends have very, very much to deal with as well in this lupus journey. So 50 Shades of Awesome is out to raise awareness, to raise funds. Even being so close to Lisa, I really didn't understand what lupus was. And I've learned a lot of things along the way. And I feel that it is my honor to go out and do my very, very best to bring awareness to this so that we can raise funds and hopefully bring an end to lupus. And that's what the walk is about. We want to walk to end lupus now. And so we are definitely on this journey. 50 Shades of Awesome has been absolutely incredible with all the things that we've done. It's been such an inspiration to me. And so every year I just continue to get a little more involved as I learn more. And I want to share that knowledge with everyone around me. So the live at noon, the walk Wednesdays are just a great way. Like, I want to know kind of a little bit deeper. It's great to kind of know the surface things, but let's get a little more into it. And so I think everyone else should have that opportunity as well. And so getting to know the walk chairs, they do an incredible amount of work in putting these walks on, Terry. And I was blown away, and I'm still blown away every week. Even though I'm in with the committee now, it's still so surprising how much goes into this, and all of the wonderful lupus warriors that head these walks is just great. So I love it, and I'm very, very honored to be here and work with you guys.
Well, we are blessed to have you, Karen. And I think one of the key things that you said, why we need to keep fighting this fight, We're looking for to end lupus, and we're looking in the meantime for care and support for people living with lupus. And
Absolutely.
as close as you were to Lisa, like you said, you still didn't feel like you knew it enough and understood it. And that
Not
is such a common problem, which is why we have to raise awareness, not only in the lupus community, but for their caregivers, supporters, and for the community at large. And I think
absolutely.
that's what we keep aiming to. In a viral environment, this is such a great opportunity for us to not only raise funds, but awareness and really get that information out there. One of the things that we're doing with the food drive on Saturday in Augusta, and then again, another food drive in Atlanta, is anybody who wants to come by and drop off food is welcome. And we'll give you information. We'll give you a bracelet and a pamphlet about what is lupus. So it's an opportunity to give back to the community and then also to learn about lupus a little bit more. So we're excited for this. We're excited for the support of you and the walk chairs and all of our volunteers, our committee. I think we have a total of about 60 volunteers lined up for this weekend. So
Wow.
it's really going to be a great weekend. And
Big event.
it's both of them are,
Yeah.
and it's exciting. It's exciting to be able to get into the community and see people.
Yeah.
So much virtually we're talking like this, but to be able to get there and actually see a lupus warrior and be able to hand them their sign and give them their T-shirt and give them their medal just means the world to us to be able to do that.
Absolutely.
So, with having said that, I think it's time for me to turn this over to today we have with us Dr. LaToya Doby-Holmes from Augusta, and I am going to add her to the stream. Good afternoon, LaToya.
Good afternoon, Karen and Terry. How are you all today?
We are
Very
good.
Great
So
to see
I'm
you.
going to bow out here and let the queen of conversation, Karen Jordan, take over. You've done such a fabulous job, Karen. We're so
Thank
grateful to you for moderating these each week, and we look forward to hearing what LaToya has to say. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Terry. Yes, this has really just been an honor to do this. And I am so, into wanting to know more about who the women are who are behind these walks and these huge, incredible events and putting all these things together. So it's great to have you with us. And, thank you for joining us and taking the time out of your day. So let's get started in getting to know a little bit more about you. So LaToya, you're a native Augustan, right?
Yes, ma'am. Born and raised here in Augusta, Georgia.
That's pretty awesome. And so what else do you do? Like how does that work? Do you work and live in Augusta?
Yes, I work here in Richmond County School System where I've been for the last 6 years. And then I also reside in Conyers, Georgia. So I have dual residency.
Okay, so how does that work?
Augusta is my pride and joy here. I am
Yeah.
also a product of the Richmond County School System. So I'm here Monday through Friday, working at the school system and networking. And then on the weekends and holidays, I'm in Conyers, Georgia.
Oh, that's great. So is it a split between like work and family?
Yes, it is. Yes, it
Okay.
is. And it's a great balance because for 22 years I resided solely in Atlanta, Georgia. So this gives me a chance to be outside of the hustle and bustle during the week.
Oh, absolutely. I can definitely understand
And
that.
you know that.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There's no quick and easy way to do very much here in Atlanta.
It
2 miles is 30 minutes drive or something.
and it's funny because let's just say if I would choose to drive from Conyers to Richmond, it's an hour and a 20-minute commute. And I can remember when I worked in DeKalb, it was a 2-hour commute one way because of traffic, accidents, and all that great stuff that we have on 285, 85.
Absolutely. Well, it's definitely charming to be in a smaller town.
Yes, it is.
Everybody knows everybody and takes care of everybody. I
That's
absolutely,
exactly right.
yeah, I love that. I
Family
absolutely love.
feeling. That family feeling. You don't meet a stranger.
No, exactly. I love that. Of course, I don't meet a stranger no matter what.
No, your personality will not let you.
No, Absolutely. So tell me, let's jump right in. So are you actually living with lupus as well?
Yes, Karen, I am living with lupus, trying to trace back how long because I was misdiagnosed. So, when you go back and look at my doctor's records and things, my current rheumatologist says it's been about 20 years that I've actually been living with lupus. And I think and she said it could be longer. It's been 20 years, but I've known about it for the last 13. So
Wow.
I was misdiagnosed in the beginning. They could never determine what was going on. All I knew is that I was in constant pain. I was aching. I was hurting. I was
Mhm.
so tired that I couldn't get out of bed. I didn't know what was going on with me, and as a lupus patient, you get that thing from individuals that don't know that you don't look sick. I seen you out yesterday, you look fine.
Right.
Those looks can be deceiving. So it was a long and hard journey. I really believe I probably was had lupus longer than that because I remember when I had my son, they were telling me how risky it was and how dangerous it was to even fully carry him to term. So, because of complications, illness, I was only able to have one son. That probably why he is so spoiled to this very day. But my the passion I say that to say my passion is that we've got to have more understanding of what lupus is, how to diagnose it, how to treat the patients, and then resources for those that our spouses, our parents, our caregivers, so they know what it is and they know how to support us. And as patients, so we can get the best treatment that is out there so we can continue to live and fight and be advocates for this disease.
Absolutely. I mean, you said an incredible amount there. That's a whole mouthful about, what we do and why we do it. And the misdiagnosis is so very common. You hear that from most people,
Yes,
and that there is, I guess, a simple test for lupus. You still find so many people that are not properly diagnosed, or it takes so long for them to get to the diagnosis.
you're so right,
um,
Karen. They want,
yeah.
yeah, like you said, yes, you can run that ANA and that protein test, and that will help you kind of start to identify it. But then, like you said, sometimes for whatever reason, even us as patients don't even follow up because with the symptoms of lupus, you can have a headache today, you can have a body ache tomorrow, you can have chest pains. You can have body aches, you could start seeing blemishes on your skin. And as for patients, if this is new to us and we don't know where to go, we're still going to our general practitioner when there are other specialists that you have to have as a patient. You have to have a pulmonologist. You have to have all the specialists depending on
What's happening?
what's happening with your body. And a lot of patients don't know that.
Yeah, it's definitely very confusing, and
Oh,
this
yes,
is why the
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
awareness is so important. Even if you're living with it for years, there's still so much that you don't
Don't
know.
know. Exactly.
Wow. So, so you're looking at definitely 13, 20 years of living with it.
Yes.
How did you start to get involved with the Lupus Foundation?
Well, let's see, about 12 years ago,
Okay.
I was driving down 285 and saw a billboard about a walk that was coming. And I got all excited. I'm gonna tell you, I got all excited because I was I had a at that time I had the most wonderful rheumatologist, and I just wanted to spread the awareness and get involved and
Good.
raise funds. So ever since then, I joined the walk and started walking. Didn't get to the area, the level of your team, still trying to get there, but just each year bringing on more people to join the fight with me, to sign up to be on my team. We were all, even my teammates, we were competitive about who was going to get those beautiful $500, $2,000 signs. We all wanted them. So
Right.
really, and the more I got involved, it was just to me about bringing more people in so that they could get that awareness and to support and be advocates like me. And
Right.
so I've been doing the walks now for 13 years,
That's
which has
awesome.
been awesome. And then from that, I started being involved in the gala committee, supporting that. And so that's a wonderful committee where we let our hair down, raise funds, auction off wonderful items, bring awareness to this disease.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So Walker first,
Walker
um,
first.
creating a team, which is always fun,
Yeah.
that camaraderie and the competition
Yeah.
of, doing those things. And of course, everybody loves the incentives, right?
Yeah.
The sign saying that you've accomplished goals, and raised funds. It's rewarding,
Yeah.
it's rewarding in the sense that, you're doing very good by someone,
Yeah.
a
Exactly.
whole community of people that are dealing with, such an incredibly awful disease, and you being one of them, I'm sure you can relate to it. So when did you first become a walk chair? How did you decide to jump in and do that? And it's still pretty new for you, right?
Yes, this is new. This is my second year. I am pretty vocal, and so and if they call and say, LaToya, how do you feel about this? If it will bring awareness and support for the organization, I'm jumping in head first, ask questions later.
Yeah.
Yes, we're always, and that's just not this organization, but other organizations around everybody always doing things big in the bigger cities.
Right.
There are people in Augusta, in Columbus, in Macon that are living with lupus and don't have the information and support that like we have in Atlanta because we're so vocal in Atlanta. So when I was asked to chair in Augusta, I was over the top elated and excited because that means that will bring awareness
That's
to
awesome.
individuals living with lupus, those that are caregivers, the doctors. It'll just and the community. So it's awareness for the entire community and support for those living with lupus.
Yeah, raising that support and broadening the scope of effectiveness
Yeah.
is so important. So going into going into this, right in the midst of COVID, I'm sure
Yeah.
that was a huge slap in the face that was not anticipated. But how did you work with that?
Well,
That's
last year, it was a tremendous slap in the face, but I just rallied around key people that I knew that would support um, this cause and that would support me. And last year, we met our goal, which I was so happy for. But like I said, it was because of the great teams and support that we had. We've had wonderful team leaders,
right.
Butterfly Brigades, Augusta Dream Team, Walking for a Cure, CTA for a Cure, Shock the Heart, and the annual Lupus Awareness Group. They are rallying right along with me in this cause to bring awareness and advocacy for lupus in Augusta. And I could not tell you how proud I am of all of the hard work that they are doing to support this walk this year in spite of COVID. We are still excited about what's going to take place on Saturday.
That's awesome. That is really awesome. And you named a bunch of teams there that are, doing it big and going out and being supportive, staying
Yes.
consistent with the commitment. So let me ask you, what's been, in your short reign, of course, but what's been the most challenging part? Is it COVID or, the distance, because you're not able to meet with people?
I think that's the most challenging is I love like the kickoff celebrations to get everybody, riled up and excited.
Motivated?
Yes, I miss the big kickoff celebrations
Yeah.
and the actual walk. I know
Mhm.
on October the 16th, we're going to walk our way, but really just getting with your team and walking, I miss that camaraderie and support of each other. It just motivates each other to do more. But so that's it. Not being able to walk and the kickoff to, motivate everybody to raise those funds and awareness.
Yeah, missing the interactive
Yeah,
with
being
the
together,
people.
supporting each other.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's been a huge struggle for, I think, most people, is
Yes.
not having that closeness that,
Yes.
um, you know, especially in a situation like this, the comfort of being together
Yeah.
is so very huge.
Mhm.
So I can definitely understand that. So on the flip side, what do you think has been the most rewarding part in being the Augusta Walk Chair?
Just being able to establish a walk.
Oh
Being
yeah,
able
just getting it
to
started in
just getting it starting, getting teams who are excited about raising money and awareness. So us just having just being given the opportunity by the Lupus Foundation to actually participate and have one in Augusta. That's just been awesome for us here in Augusta.
That's really great. And it's spreading it out and sharing the love and awareness and
Yes,
helping more people get involved with advocating, right?
exactly,
So
Karen.
it
Exactly.
it's a big one. So what would you like, you've got a platform here, you've got an audience here. What would you like for people to know about the Augusta Walk?
I want you to know that it is not too late to donate. On Saturday,
Ooh.
October the 9th, we will be at Glen Hills High School. We would love for you to come out and support us. You can still come by and drop off donations, decorate your cars with us, and most importantly, learn more about this disease. Also, please, when you drive by, bring a canned good for our food drive, but know that we are here to ensure that we have raised awareness and advocacy and support for the Lupus Foundation, to support those living with lupus and to support those that are caregivers for lupus patients. So please, we'll be there from 10 to 12 on Saturday. Again,
Yeah.
come out, bring some dollars, have fun with us, celebrate with us, and most importantly, learn about lupus and how you can continue to support the organization.
That's awesome, LaToya. You are just incredible. So, we know what's going on Saturday, and we kind of know how you got started.
Mhm.
But how do you balance between what you do with the Lupus Foundation and what you do in, the other parts of your life?
Um,
What else do you have going on?
with everything else, I have, it like you said, it is a balance. So,
Hmm.
with the organization, not only do I work the committee, the walk chair, but I'm also a board member. So really
Wow.
ensuring that I have my dates in place and making sure, I like again, I have a wonderful job with the Richmond County School System.
Hmm.
So my work here is first and foremost because um, we deal with children. We deal with teaching and learning and supporting them. So, and then I'm also a mother and I have a wonderful significant other. So, just really balancing it with dates. Everybody that knows me knows this is my life. If lupus calls, I'm there.
Right.
So really letting people know that's a part of me. It's not
Right.
something that I do separate. I am living with lupus. So everything that I do is intertwined around that.
Right.
Um, I love that I have an opportunity to not only be an advocate for lupus, but to also raise funds and awareness. So I just kind of line things around that, you know. My
Yeah.
faith is strong, so it's
Mm.
my faith and family, and then from there everything else falls in place.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you definitely are well rounded and you're keeping all parts of your life in focus.
Yes.
And um, with the school system and the children, obviously that's a huge, commitment, very important commitment. So definitely commend you for that, because it takes a lot of heart
Mhm.
to go in and do that, and then to turn around and have so much involvement with the Lupus Foundation, walk chair in Augusta, board member. That's a lot. So in
Well, it's
Augusta,
important because there's so much more information coming out with lupus. There,
yeah,
I had my beautiful niece was diagnosed with lupus, so it is my intention to help solve this mystery so that when she has lovely babies, they aren't born, they don't have to go through this fight that she and I are going through.
absolutely, absolutely. Well, I can tell that you have a lot of motivation, to stay the course of doing everything that you possibly can, to bring an end to lupus, and that's pretty incredible. Do you have support groups that that are in place in Augusta as well?
We have one, but we are working on making that stronger, so that we can be in touch with more patients and give them the support that they need. So that's
Yeah,
one of the things on Terry and I to-do list, is to make sure that we strengthen the support group here in Augusta.
yeah, and I'm sure that with COVID, that's a huge hurdle
It
to
is.
get
It is.
around.
hmm
Yeah.
But we're sure that even with COVID, technology, we can do something to enhance that.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always more to do. So
Yes.
this year, we've just got, you know, gosh, under, just a few days really,
Yes.
before we come up to the drive-through and people can come in and pick up their incentive items, definitely get more information
Mhm.
and drop off stuff. But what is your goal? Like what is the goal that you're working towards this year and moving forward with Augusta?
Um, to make it bigger and better. Each
Oh yeah.
year, make it bigger and better. Make the fundraising part bigger and better, our awareness bigger and better, our teams, and the support to
Yeah.
just bring awareness to this disease. And when you bring awareness, those other things fall in place. People will be more volunteers, more
Yeah.
sponsors to really give a voice and a face to lupus here in Augusta, so that individuals know more about it and know how to support those living with lupus.
Absolutely. I love it. Dr. LaToya Doby-Holmes,
Thank
thank
you,
you
Jen.
so much for joining us. I'm just so impressed, to know that you're the walk chair is one thing, and that's an obvious thing that people can see, but you're a part of the board and you're doing so much in your community, just as a charitable giving person, and that it's your work life is also such a mental and emotional give to the children in the community. The more that we do for the younger people, the better the community is going to be. And there's definitely a lot of you sharing yourself between Conyers and Augusta, staying committed to everything that you can possibly do within the lupus community, to spread that awareness out. I think Terry said it, not just in the lupus community, but to everyone. So that's incredible. So is there anything else that you would like to share about yourself that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No, I think I covered it all, Karen.
Yeah. Well, I want to make sure because it's just it's exciting. It's very exciting, and I feel so privileged and honored to be a part of this. And I think that everyone would be very interested to know the people behind it. And LaToya, you're very, very incredible. I really appreciate everything that you do, and I'm just grateful to be a part of the mission that happens here with the Lupus Foundation. They touch so many people, even the caregivers. When they're in need of things, they need to find doctors. That information is available to them. When they need support, there's so many groups, and of course with COVID, that definitely hurt the in person. But there's so many things that can still happen virtually, and it's incredible. So this Saturday,
Yes, ma'am.
it is going to be going down in Augusta.
Going down in Augusta, Spartan Nation, Glen Hills High School. Come out and join us, please. 10 to 12. We are going to have a ball. We're going to light up the day with lupus awareness. So please come out. Would love to see you all.
Okay, yeah. Make sure you dress up and
yes,
the
make sure you have on your purple.
Yes, there you go. And the food drive, right? Make sure you bring your canned goods and non-perishables. Yeah, yes, I absolutely love it.
Thank you so much, Karen, for all that you do for the organization.
Hey, it is absolutely my honor to be here and to do this. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the Wednesday Walk Live show with Miss LaToya Doby-Holmes. She is our Augusta Walk Chair. And if you would please join us this Saturday at 10 o'clock in Augusta at Spartan Nation.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Glen Hills High School.
Glen Hills High School. And we are fast approaching. Also on Sunday, on the 9th here in Atlanta, same thing. We're going to be meeting at the Lupus, Georgia office in Smyrna. You can find all of the information that you need on either of these drive-throughs on the website at lupusgeorgia.org. And thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Karen Jordan, and it's been my pleasure.
Thank you all.
Thank you.